the first three cars. Anderson, Stanley, and Pecumer all alone, and now it's even worse. Now it's the top 5 single file, about near top 6. It's the difficulty of this draft package, Dave. It's really easy for the outside lane to fall apart if you're not committed to keeping this line going.
James, YouTube kind of cut out on us, and I just had to hit go live again. So I'm not exactly sure how much anybody's seen, but if you're joining us now, you haven't missed anything. There's no big wreck we have anything or so. This is the Clash.
Also, it's not like you're ever missing anything when I'm commentating too, so you don't have to worry about that. Just a whole lot of screaming. Yeah, but as I was talking about, the outside starting to fade. Here it comes. Pecumer jumped to the outside. He's got his teammate, Tyler Fody, giving him a shove. Oh, Anderson jumping up. Oh, man, almost a carbon copy. Oh, they're all kinds of wiggling. My goodness. How have they not wrecked? Mother of mercy. Man, RC's gotta be careful with that move. He's gotten away with it 2 times, and that's already 2 more times than I think we all would have expected him to get away with it. That could spell disaster if he tries it in another 30 laps or so, because the likelihood of the car behind getting off the throttle, yeah, it's not going to be high when we get to the last 5 laps or so. See, Anderson jumps back up to the outside to try to pull it up as Pecumer jumps in front. Oh, Pecumer doing the same move to Anderson. Now it's Ty McIntosh out in front of that inside lane. And here comes Chad taking it 3 wide. Chad wide as they go through the tri-oval. Now Anderson dives to the inside of Pecumer. Getting a good run, getting the shove from McIntosh. Ooh. You see Pecumer jump down to the bottom again. Got a good shove from Fody, almost too good of a shove right there. So now we see a new member joining the top 5, Josh Adams in the 22. He's joined the fray right there behind Fody on that outside lane. And Josh is giving a massive shove to Fody. Just about getting that 40 car out to the front. This race is under complete control of Lake Norman. Pecumer on the inside, Fody on the outside. So far, things are pretty equal right now. But there's the 15 poking his nose out once again. So already seeing a lot of aggressive moves here, Dave. A couple of close calls with some of the lane changes, almost giving us that big one here early on.
Yeah, and we still have Gerald and Weeks back there sitting in the back, very back. Weeks is in 18th now. Jesse Racimus dropped all the way back there with him.
Yeah, Gerald doesn't look that far back. In fact, he is putting himself into the front.
Gonna stick his pecker up in there, Eddie.
Yep.
What's the name of his bird there this year, James? Do you want to unveil that?
I think I'll let you do it.
Crap, then I have to remember it. Beak Lightning. That's what it is. Beak Lightning. I am not going to sing
Yep.
it, but if you're old enough to watch Grease, try singing Beak Lightning in Grease Lightning. So,
Beak lightning, go, beak lightning.
there you go. That a boy.
You won't sing it, but I have no shame. Well, as we see, Enerson caught the apron a little bit. There's more near shenanigans up towards the front. While we were joking and singing, a big shakeup. Josh Adams now in the lead, but here comes Frankenfield jumping to the outside. He's got Crump and Fody right with him. Josh Adams getting left out to dry almost. Adams getting a good shove from Eidson to help him keep pace, but he had nothing for those three as they teamed up and drove right around him. Oh, big move from Crump to Adams. They're 3 wide for the lead right now, 3 wide for second. Adams is going to the back. Man, more nervous moments. I think we've had about 3 or 4 wrecks already. That didn't happen, and we're only coming to lap 14. Chad now leading that outside, that inside lane as Crump is trying to lead the outside back up. White trying to give a shove to Crump as here comes Becumer. He jumps to the top side, and Fody's going to follow him. 1, 2, 3, Lake Garmin on that outside. Man, look at the speed. Chad on the inside have nothing for him right now. Move Tyler Fody back to the front. The partially retired Tyler Fody, if those that haven't seen the announcement post, he is only going to be coming around for the super speedways and the road courses here on the NASCAR side. And Mr. Retired looks anything but as he takes back the lead of this race. And now Becumer jumps to the outside. Some close bumping and banging here as they go through 3 and 4. See, Becumer is getting a massive shove from William White. William in the 33, which is a bit of a departure from what we've usually seen him in, Dave. Normally see him running the 43.
Yeah, I initially put him in the 43 for tonight, but then he asked for the 33, so 33 it is.
Yeah.
Didn't give me a reason. Never does.
Actually, I think he said it's because he runs that number in a different being and didn't want to change his paint.
Well, that's a great reason.
It is.
That is college car?
I don't think so, because I think the college uses the trucks, but heck if I know, and not like I have any hopes of qualifying for that series.
Let's see what's on his hood. Yeah, it says University of Chichester.
Yeah. Whoa, and you see him got a bit of a bump from the 14 to Jeff Ryan there on corner exit, getting that 33 sideways a little bit. And that's going to kill the run on the outside. Now here comes Gerald Campbell. There's all kinds of wiggling coming off of turn 4. Gerald about ready to get his song playing as he's taking the lead. Williams giving him a huge shove. But Becumer on the inside, they are fighting back. Oh boy. You see see these cars wiggle that much down the back straightaway, it usually doesn't end well.
Sam, you look bored, so I brought in our race control guy, Sam, to have a little fun.
How's it going, guys?
Going all right. So far a pretty easy workload here. Nothing to really worry about as of yet. Knock on wood, no jinxes.
Yeah, no, they've kept it pretty orderly. It's been pretty good racing there. Everybody's doing pretty hard. It's pretty fun to see. Just keeping it orderly, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, but they've come close as, oh, you see William drop down. Oh, they are cutting it close to some of these moves. But new race leader William White to the front.
We know they won't behave.
Nope, it's only a matter of time, especially with how hard they've been racing already. To see those that were biding their time towards the back, they're not waiting anymore, as you see Weeks starting to make his way up to the front. Fourth car outside, as here comes the Norman boys. 1, 2, 3 on the outside. A huge run as they're trying to just blow right by the 33 and the 31. Frankie Field trying to follow them through as you see a big wiggle from Pecumer. Great job from Caleb to hold on to that as we're 3 wide towards the middle.
Oh, no!
There it is. We're wrecking, floating around, crump into the wall. Oh, we're still wrecking. 4 cars involved.
The big one finally strikes.
Yep. See Wadsworth around, Campbell, White. See going through the tri-oval. Campbell pushing the 33. I don't know if there was a checkup from William with Caleb jumping down to the inside or what, but you see Gerald gets into him and turns him up into the wall. Yeah, not quite sure what caused that.
Doesn't look like anybody's got too much damage.
No, I think everyone got away with it as well as you could hope for.
Chad's the only one who's come into the pits so far.
Yeah, so far don't see any meatballs, so that's a good sign.
Chad's not retired. Don't everybody get all fired up.
Meanwhile, Ray Bracey laments 2 of his gorgeous cars, the 90 and the 40, getting banged up in that incident.
Hey, let's slip in some quick bills because we don't know how many yellows we're going to get.
Sir, we will be back.
Tickets for the 2026 Season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bomarito Automotive Group 500 and Celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing picture. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
Looking for a heck of a deal? You'll find it at Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Right now, over $4,000 off 2025 Escapes, $2,500 off 2025 Broncos, and over $5,000 off select new 2025 F-150s. And the best part, every one of them comes with a Bolin lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Big savings, long-term peace of mind, all in one place. Tom Bolin Ford Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, we are back and we are 1 to green. And it's going to be basically from here on out now. No one has to worry about fuel. At least I assume they don't have to worry about fuel. So it's just going to be more chaos for the last 25 laps. Before we go green, I wanted to give a shout out to Raul, who's tuning in tonight from a certain special Floridian that may or may not be watching.
Get you through the entire field there, since we didn't have a chance to do the grid before.
Yep, right now it is Caleb Pacumer and Jeff Ryan on the front row, with Josh Adams and Trey Eitzen on the second row. Then you have R.C. Enerson, Gavin Hibbs, Matthew Weeks, Ty McIntosh, Paul Mikolajczyk, and Justin Wadsworth rounding out the top 10. Ryan Borges, Tyler Fody, Trey Holmes, Jesse Racimus, William White, Ethan Stanley, Chad Frankenfield, Gerald Campbell, and Scott Crump rounding out the field. Curious to see how many were able to get the damage fixed from that big wreck. See, looks like Chad was one of the longest on pit road. But here we go, the pace car getting ready to make the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Caleb Pacumer will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go, we're back underway at Daytona. Great jump for the inside lane. Eitzen trying to give a shove to Ryan, trying to get them back up. So far, nothing doing. Single file all the way. whole lot of yelling going on in the race chat. As Pacumer jumps to the outside and Enerson jumps to the inside. Oh, Pacumer is left almost all alone on the outside.
Matthew Weeks failed the front.
He sure did. Sold Pacumer a dummy, and oh man, Pacumer almost losing more spots as Mikolajczyk jumps to the outside. But now Paul only has Jeff Ryan behind him as those two are falling back. That move did not work out for Mikolajczyk, and it doesn't look like it's working out for anyone on the two outside lanes. All that side draft is just killing the momentum, as here comes Trey Holmes jumping to the outside lane. Middle lane at this point, rather. the outside lane needed. They're starting to get that energy going once again here. CP Humer giving a great shove to the 23.
We've seen.
Go on, Sam.
We've seen Pecumer time and time again tonight make his way back to the front over and over. You see him trying to find his way back once again, this time pushing trade arms.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Lake Norman is good at, among all the different things that they're good at, it's definitely plate racing, and you can see that Pecumer has learned a lot from his teammates, and he is putting it to great use. Right now, gonna need a little more, is all that energy they started to put together is already starting to dissipate again. Now here comes Frankenfield looking to the outside. Campbell gonna follow him. Odie looking to maybe join. Nope, pops down back to the inside.
Chad and Gerald both started at the back of the pack on this lengthy pit stop.
Yeah, and part of me wonders if they still have a little bit of aero damage. That might be affecting the speed of this now middle lane. To see now a third lane is really starting to form. We got 4 cars up there in the third lane. Hibbs getting a shove from McIntosh as you see Enerson jumps to the middle lane and jumps back to the inside. RC playing both lanes, so he always comes out on top. Now Adams jumps to the middle. So far they're starting to get closer and closer. That third lane doing a good job. Oh, McIntosh, he's having temp issues from all the push to that 95. Things might get really sketchy really quick if he can't cool off that 10 car. So the last thing Wadsworth and Seamus want to hear. Oh, Hibbs and McIntosh, they're almost on the wall right now. Ty continuing to shove that 95. Oh, but that's all she wrote for that third lane as they tuck back in. While nothing has changed up front, Enerson continues to control that inside. Adams leading the outside. RC has Matthew Weeks behind, and Ryan Borges, new player up towards the front. He's sitting in third on the inside lane. What does that outside have as Adams is starting to get shoved by Frankenfield? We're already 20 laps to go here in the Elite Clash. Adams side by side with his ship teammate Dave Borges is here. He comes to the front as Enerson gonna jump up to the top, and Adams jumps down to the bottom. Josh Adams is gonna, he did not lead that lap. It's still Enerson. Well, what do you think, guys? Do you think they might be able to get that third lane going so we really ratchet up the chaos here?
I think you're going to need a little more than 4 cars. We'll have to split it off to something a little more balanced, and maybe they can get it in.
Yeah, I just make a great point. I just don't think they're going to be able to get the cars they need. And all the side draft is Adams jumps to the outside of Enerson once again. And this time he's going to lead that lap. Adams jumps down to the bottom, and now Chad back up in front. Plenty of energy in the outside. Let's see if any potential aero damage is going to cost them here. Doesn't look like it for now. As Chad jumps down in front of Adams. Oh, you can't even put a piece of paper between these two. Adams shoving Chad along. Sir, that 15 car does not look any worse for the wear. And here comes the Pro Edge cars. Enerson and Weeks to the outside. They're side by side, neck and neck. And look at the speed from the outside. What a boost! That time the damage might have affected all of them, because what a run from that outside. Chad went from in the lead to now fifth in line rather. Good gracious. Gerald back in control of the outside. Those Pro Edge cars are definitely going to be hard to beat. So here we go. We're starting to get 3 wide again. McIntosh and Ryan, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to join them. As Becumer took over the lead of the outside, and now Enerson gonna take over the lead of the outside. Becumer shoving the 50 along. Now he drops down to the bottom again. Just everybody trading positions, going back and forth, back and forth. And like clockwork, Becumer now takes over the inside. And here comes Racimus with a huge run on the third lane. Getting shoved from Hibbs, and here comes McIntosh with them. This is the best the third lane has looked all night. And now Racimus is going to jump down to the middle. Go ahead, Sam.
I was going to say McIntosh needs to get down there, but he did not. Fall right back. That outside line, we're saying it. It's good for short-lived, but it's not there to sit there and stay in.
Nope. And like you said, they have fallen all the way to the back. As the Pro Edge cars are back up in front. 1, 2, 50, and 11. See Adams drop down behind those two and Trey Holmes. See Chad trying to bring up the outside again. You can see there's a little bit of a crinkle on that left front fender there of the 15. Not a whole lot, but knowing how aerosensitive these cars are, I think that's making a pretty significant. As you see, my goodness, the outside has just absolutely collapsed. They're now almost completely single file. My goodness, but now that gives Becumer the opportunity to jump out of line, and he's got White and McIntosh. Look at McIntosh, that worked out perfectly for him. He was dead last like 2 laps ago. Now here he is third on the outside, trying to make his way to the front. Fourth on the outside as Enerson jumped to the top again. Oh man, you see all the wiggling. Enerson jumps down to the bottom as Oh, Trey Holmes was gone for about a couple seconds. I'm sure that's exactly what Josh Adams wanted to see. Already, just as quickly as that outside lane fell apart, it built back up. 2 by 2 by 2. White giving a great shove to Becumer. So 59 and the 50 are still neck and neck. Nope, not anymore. Becumer takes over the lead of the inside, and now it's William White leading the outside. Little bit of an issue there towards the middle of the pack. I think someone might have got loose or something. I don't know, but there was a big checkup there, middle of the inside lane. That might have given us our second big one, but thankfully we're able to get through it. So we got 10 to go here in the clash. Oh, big sideways! William White up into the wall. He's going to save by William. Good gracious! Oh, that might have killed Williams' car, but it's a miracle that it was only that one car. Although, William able to hold on to the back of the pack there. So, whatever damage he might have gotten, it's not that bad. He's able to be in the fray still. Unlike Scott Crump, who is one lap down. You see him towards the back of the shot. As back up front is Becumer and Holmes side by side for the lead. They're not side by side any longer. Huge shove from Anderson into Becumer. And there goes RC, drops to the bottom. Becumer wanted to shove it off, but it was too late. See Chad all by himself, making it Chad wide. Oh, Trey Holmes! Oh, he got a spin!
Oh, no.
Macintosh getting turned back up into the wall. Make a line check, Hibbs. Well, there it is, wreck number 2, everybody. See, Holmes on the apron, and then see the 50 and the 10 make contact. So looks like RC came up because he probably was expecting Trey to still be right there next to him with Trey on the apron, and just goes up into the 10 of McIntosh, which sends him around back up into the field. And you see Holmes jumps down below the apron because all of a sudden the 50 of Enerson just absolutely lost a whole lot of pace. I have no idea what happened, but you could see a huge pace difference from the 50 all of a sudden. So not sure what happened to RC. Oh, Trey Holmes almost got by that, but when 50 got up into the 10, bounced him back down the track into Holmes. Well, I think while they're waiting for the pace car, we're going to go ahead and take one more break, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Have you ever just forgot to hold the brakes during a wreck? Are they just not able to pronounce your name in a race?
Paul Mikolajczyk.
Have you ever been wrecked by Chad? Hi, I'm Ray Bracey, and I'm here to share with you quick shifts. Watch all the highlights, lowlights, and other shenanigans in the top racing leagues, such as the Elite Racing League, and... But don't just take my word for it.
Before Quick Shifts, I was depressed. I wasn't able to relive my favorite moments from each race. Now with Quick Shifts, I can go out there and listen to all my favorite banter from the race while seeing all the crashes and good racing once again.
I don't remember life before Quick Shifts. I had to listen to Cameron Broke and Ty Mac and Cheese recap Oscar every week in the 3-Wide TV booth, but now, thanks to Quick Shifts, I actually enjoy my Oscar recaps.
So try quick shifts. You suffered through it one time, why not suffer through it again? Side effects of quick shifts include constipation, diarrhea, dizziness, dry mouth, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, numb tongue, unfiltered honesty, loud hiccups, laughing uncontrollably, mandatory dancing, midnight munchies, blue urine, red urine, no urine, and many more.
Looking for a heck of a deal? You'll find it at Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Right now, over $4,000 off 2025 Escapes, $2,500 off 2025 Broncos, and over $5,000 off select new 2025 F-150s. And the best part? Every one of them comes with a Bolin lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Big savings, long-term peace of mind, all in one place. Tom Bolin Ford Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
Tickets for the 2026 season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 and Celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pick. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
Alrighty, we are back. We're gonna be 5 laps to go. You thought the first 45 laps were crazy? Oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Gonna do a quick reset of the field right now. It looks like it's Pecumer and Weeks the front row, with Campbell, Ryan, Wadsworth, William White rebounding from his incident back up into the top 10, with Josh Adams, Jesse Racimus, and Tyler Bodie and Ethan Stanley rounding out the top 10. Here we go. Let the insanity recommence as the pace car going to make the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Caleb Pecumer will once again lead us to the restart zone. Green means go, and we are back underway at Daytona. 5 laps to go in the Elite Clash. Huge jump for the outside. Pecumer getting shoved out in front by Beak Lightning here. See that bad jump from the out. Oh, that was so close between Gerald and Wadsworth. My goodness. We're going to see a whole lot of that. Go. White jumps to the outside. He's got Matthew Weeks behind him. Josh Adams follows suit as here comes the outside. And the inside all of a sudden falling apart. Here comes Wadsworth. Oh, contact from Campbell Pecumer. Caleb going through the infield. He's going to hang on to it, but that's going to kill his hopes of winning this race unless we get another big one. Justin Wadsworth out front on the inside lane, but for how long? Massive left front damage on that 6 car. That's going to mess up that whole line as here comes William White on the outside. William getting a great shove from the shift duo of Josh Adams and Ryan Borges. But Wadsworth does have his teammate Matthew Weeks right behind, as well as Jesse Racimus. As here we are, coming to 3 laps to go in the clash. I tell you, that inside lane is hanging on a lot better than I would have expected with all that damage on Justin's car. Somehow he seems to be going faster than Chad when Chad had a heck of a lot less damage. As we're 3 wide here. Anderson trying to shove Stanley and get themselves back to the front. Meanwhile, the shift duo is out front. Adams and Borges as they got Fody right behind. We haven't seen that 40 car since the first big one of the night, but here he comes, jumping to the outside with a huge run. Adams is gonna block. Here we go, 2 laps to go. Here comes White with a huge shove from Weeks, and they're gonna jump to the lead. That worked out perfectly for those two as Ryan Borges is falling back. Josh Adams is all alone with no help. This is not going to be easy for that 22 to hold on. He's got Fody behind him, but for how long? As here comes Stanley and Enerson jumping to the outside. Fody and Adams going to pull the block. Here comes the inside with a great head of steam. Whoa, he's trying to block, but it's too late. Weeks shoving White to the front. As here we are, coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go in the clash. Weeks jumps to the outside for the lead. White was not able to get the block, and that might be all she wrote for him. That's a huge run from Weeks. And just like that, Adams has found his shift teammate. Now it's Weeks all alone without the help. Outside, the inside lane starting to come back. Wadsworth shoving the 33 wide. Oh, there's contact. Borges tries to jump to the bottom. Weeks throws a block. Oh, they're slaloming all over the back straightaway. Here comes the shift duo. Oh, we got a car on the wall. We're wrecking around. Go Stanley. Coming off of turn 4. It's Weeks. Does Borges have anything on the outside? He won't. Matthew Weeks wins the Elite Clash. Oh, and they're all junking right behind. My goodness me, Mister, where the heck did he come from? Pulls it off again. What a drive from Matthew Weeks. Oh, boy, howdy, boys. What a finish there.
That it was. I mean, they all pushed extremely hard, kept it relatively clean there through those last few laps.
Yeah, it was a lot less junk than I think we all would have expected there. Only 1 car going around before we got the inevitable big one coming to the checkered. Oh man, what a fight. So yeah, I think Josh Adams even center punched his nose because he was trying to shove his teammate so hard. Yeah, you see the run to the finish. I think Josh might have been a little too aggressive on his bumps to Borges coming out of turn 4, and it got Ryan a little loose, and that killed their momentum for the run to the line. And you see William jumping to the inside of Jesse. They make contact. Seamus able to hold on to P2, and see Wadsworth with that wadded up car bringing home P3 as everyone junks behind. See Campbell and Beak Lightning just barely missing the inside wall. Oh boy, I think we're we're going to take one last break and catch our breath, and we'll be back with our top three.
Tickets for the 2026 season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 and Celebration of 66 Festival, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to www.raceway.com.
Looking for a heck of a deal? You'll find it at Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Right now, over $4,000 off 2025 Escapes, $2,500 off 2025 Broncos, and over $5,000 off select new 2025 F-150s. And the best part, every one of them comes with a Bolin lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Big savings, long-term peace of mind, all in one place. Tom Bolin Ford Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
Right.
We are back.
Alrighty, and welcome back. Here is the final results before we get to our interviews. Your winner, Matthew Weeks from Jesse Racimus and Justin Wadsworth, the top three. William White and Ryan Borges round out the top five. Jeff Ryan, Josh Adams, Chad Frankenfield, Gerald Campbell, and Trey Holmes, the top 10. Tyler Fody, R.C. Enerson, Ethan Stanley, Scott Crump, and Caleb Behumer in the top 15, with Trey Eidson, Ty McIntosh, and Gavin Hibbs rounding out the field. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with our third place finisher, bringing it home in the wadded up car, Justin Wadsworth. How you doing?
Doing good, man. It's good to hear your guys' voice again. It's been a while.
Yes, sir. Man, heck of a run there. Obviously, you having to fight through a lot of adversity. You got some massive damage there in the second big one.
Yeah. It was. I wasn't sure how bad it was, and with this being an exhibition race, only 10 laps to go, I felt like I had to send it. But yeah, I mean, we got the lead there, and I thought I had a shot at it, but then as I saw the outside line just flying by me, I knew the front end damage was obviously holding me back. So then it was just see what kind of finish we could get there at the end. But congratulations to Weeks. That was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your mindset going into a race like this? It being an exhibition, basically. Just going for the win and not really worrying about the final finish.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much everybody just going for the win. It's fun to be a part of this, though. As you could tell, there was only a couple cautions tonight, so it was a blast just kind of switching lanes. And it also is good practice for the duels on Wednesday, so that'll be nice to kind of get dialed in after being out of it for a month. But yeah, overall it was a lot of fun. Just kind of went for the win there. In the beginning, I was trying to save fuel when I got shuffled back. I'm like, oh, maybe I can make it all the way, and then I'll jump up to first later on. But it just wasn't an option. But happy to come home P3 for the first race of the season. Hopefully carry some momentum going forward.
Yeah, hopefully this is a good omen for next Wednesday. You know, only getting 2 cautions with how aggressive everyone was being.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little surprised. Usually in these exhibition races, everybody just kind of goes crazy, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, I think the clash kind of brings out the best people, and you know, there's a lot of clean racing, some good moves, good pushing. Both lanes seem to be working pretty well, just kind of depending on who was lined up. So yeah, overall, I had a blast tonight, and hopefully it was fun to watch in the broadcast too.
Absolutely. And any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Shout out to the family as always. They're always tuning in and watching me, cheering me on. Shout out to best friends. I didn't get a chance to do the charity race because I just got caught up with work. It's year end and I'm an accountant, so it's just been super busy. And with the holidays going on, so I figured I'd run best friends again, and then I'll probably run a charity race after this season, and hopefully I can get in the booth a few more times as well, so we can keep promoting this thing. And then shout out to you guys. You guys do an awesome job, and especially you, Dave. I really appreciate all the work you put in on the broadcast and for Elite, man. I think it's incredible what you do for all of us.
Thanks, Wadsy. Congrats.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, Justin, and hopefully we are talking to you again here next week.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
All right, there's your 3rd place finisher of Justin Wadsworth. Now time to cut to my my broadcast partner on Sundays for the trucks last season, Jesse Racimas. Jesse, James in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do.
Well, how about that one? It was a heck of a run there at the end.
Yeah, definitely came the fruit later in the race there. I mean, I kind of just hung out in the back. I made 1 or 2 runs earlier in mid race, but it was just a little too chaotic, and I didn't want to risk getting wrecked for like the billionth time.
Yeah, we saw you there with Matt running in the back, trying to avoid all the chaos. Was this about what you expected chaos-wise, or were you expecting it to have a few more wrecks along the way?
Honestly, I was expecting it since there was no points or really anything much on the line. I was expecting a little bit worse, so this was tame. Kind of glad it went only 1 caution. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. So most of the clashes are usually caution filled, and everyone's damaged by like 10th lap.
Yeah, thankfully it was not the 2020 clash there, but take us through the end. You did a great job getting Weeks up there and getting P2. It was a heck of a run at the end.
Yeah, that was kind of more luck, honestly. I was kind of right in the middle and following Adams and Fody, and I gave Fody a little bump, and I didn't realize there was another car in front of Adams, so I don't know if I shifted him out of line or what happened there, but it opened it up, and then the 3 in the front were just all trying to block each other's runs, and the hole opened up on the low line in front of Will, so kind of took it at the last second, and Weeks came down to block it, and there was really nowhere for me to go except to give him a nice little shove, and he kept onto it, and that's kind of how we came across the line. Except for Will. Will tried to like half car length below the double yellows to try and get my position, but good for him for trying at least.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, it was a fantastic run for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you like to give?
Just a shout out to you guys up there in the booth. I know how much work goes into these productions. I do it myself, so it definitely takes a lot of work on the background, and I know Dave Huck busts his butt to get everything ready for us for the season, so shout out to Chad, everybody here at Elite. Shout out to Justin Vanderbilt, Fueled Up. T-Boater, also my paint connoisseur for gear wrench here. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Jesse, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
I hope so. We'll see you guys later.
All right, there is our second place finisher of Jesse Racimus, and now time to talk to the man of the hour, Mr. Where in the heck did he come from, Matthew Weeks? You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, how about it? You done it again.
I'm hyped. I've been trying to win this race. I don't know how many seasons now, and I think I finished second 2 times in a row. You know, in the previous seasons, and third. You know, I've always been up there, and I'm just hyped to finally get it, dude. I know it's just a clash, but you know, it's just an expedition race, so we come out here just to win this race or wreck, and so it feels good to win this one.
Yes, sir. And you did it in a very classic you fashion. You know, you kind of played it safe there at the beginning, kind of bided your time, and then when the opportunity presented itself, you and RC got right up to the front.
Yeah, I haven't touched this car at a plate track since we ran, I think, Dega last season in the playoffs. So I was a little rusty. I really didn't run any. I think I ran 2 laps in practice, maybe 5 around some people. So I really, the first half, it was just all about trying to learn the car again, you know, at this track. I've been doing some homestead racing in official this week just to get adjusted because I took a couple of weeks off and really haven't raced. So I've been trying to get back into it, and then been feeling pretty good. So that break actually helped not touching the sim for a while, and then he said, you know, after that caution, I dodged that wreck. I know Jesse got into the back of me a little bit, but we got that little bit of damage fixed. Really was none. And then once RC and I got up there, you know, I felt like we could control it. I feel like I'm a pretty good pusher, and we were doing good. And then the main thing was just trying to keep that track position, knowing it was coming to the end of the race. And then everything just played out. Then got to do what you do. Got to do what you have to do at the last lap and block people. And the blocks worked out, and we finally got it.
Yeah, you played that to perfection. What goes through your mind when you have to start throwing those blocks and knowing how close it's going to be and knowing how wrong it could end up going?
You just got to know what the consequences are. I mean, really, I mean, you know, there's a chance that you're going to end up head first into the wall or wrecking through the infield or the backstretch. I mean, so you got to take that chance to win the race, you know, in the last lap. So that's that risk. But if it works out, it works out great, and it did. And I think a lot helps from I have a knack for these type of tracks. I feel like, excuse me, I love coming to Daytona. Like the plate track at Daytona, I love this place. If y'all can't tell, you know, when we get to the 500 next, it's my favorite, probably one of my favorite races every single season. I love it. It's just something about Daytona and how the car races, and I think that helps me at the end of these races, at these tracks, to understand how blocks and the momentum really works and what blocks I can do and what I can't. So I think that plays a big factor on knowing when I can and when not to, you know, kind of understanding how the momentum works at these places.
Yes, sir, and I think that's pretty clear, Mr. Reigning Daytona 500. But once again, another incredible run. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to you guys, man. I heard Jesse too. I mean, I know how the booth, you know, working up here and doing everything. So you guys do a lot, and coming up to do this race, you know, on no season point, not a long race, just a nice little fun race for us to do. I mean, huge shout out to you guys. You know, Dave in the background doing everything he does. All these new graphics, even at the end of the last season, and all this new stuff we've been getting, it's amazing. I love it. Everything has been looking great. Shout out to my buddy Justin Vandermeer. You know, he paints all my cars. Hit him up on Twitter at JV Designs. I got a new Xfinity scheme. I mean, it's similar to my old one, but it's newer with a new color. We're going to drop that at Daytona. I can't wait for everyone to see it. I'm not even going to show it. We're just going to show up at the track and surprise everybody. And it looks so good. Shout out to him. All the Pro Edge guys, I think it was just Trey, Justin, and RC here tonight, really. And it was fun. It was fun working with RC again. I haven't seen him in a few months, actually. He's been kind of busy, so it was good, you know, racing with him. And what I heard, he's going to be around for the duels and stuff Wednesday night, so that's cool as well. And I know our boss ain't around, but I'm sure he watched. Shout out to Ethan. You know, he brought us together years ago. We've been pretty much the same team year after year. So shout out to him for keeping us together. And Tucker's probably out hanging out with his new girlfriend, so he missed a good race tonight. And all the buddies that fueled up and Racecraft and all those guys and everyone that watched. I mean, that race was fun. So I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you, Matt, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, hopefully. I want to get that number 4th. Number 4 500. That'd be something to hold my head up really high on. So.
Yes, sir. That is our race winner tonight, Matthew Weeks. Well, how about it, boys? What are your closing thoughts on the first race of 2026?
Much cleaner than I expected, but we'll see how that bodes for the class for the duels, and then hopefully they get 3 chances at this. Really, so first one was clean and respectful. We'll see how the other 2 go.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
excited.
Yeah, it was pretty light work for you today there, Sam. Not a whole lot to worry about.
No, I'm hoping the opposite duel that I'll be competing in, I'll be doing the RC4. I'm hoping that one goes just as clean as this one did. Keep it light. So you never want to have to step in, and I actually prefer nights like this where it's simple and easy, and you can sit back and enjoy these guys and watch them because they're all extremely talented at what they do.
Yes, sir. Well, I believe it's time for us to get the heck on out of here. For my broadcast partners, Dave Huck and Sam Boutwell, I'm James Watson, and we bid you adieu until Wednesday. Good night, everyone.